Okay, six pieces I want to call out. The six pieces I want to look at are, in a sense, kind of arbitrary. You could start anywhere to do this solve. I start on a square piece that I'm going to call piece 1, but really any of the square pieces could be piece 1. If you want to start somewhere other than where I solve, or other than where I start, rather, though, you'd have to work out some of the rest of the solution for yourself, of course. But it's just a matter of identifying which piece goes where. The moves themselves wouldn't change. Like I say, you could start on any square piece. There's pros and cons to each. The one I've chosen, the reasons that I chose it aren't terribly important, but let's find it. The square pieces generally are going to be dominated, by one large shape. That shape, often has this trapezoidal look to it, and sometimes it has kind of a rhombus sort of look to it. The one I'm looking for has this trapezoidal shape, and this is the one. It's got this trapezoidal shape, but it's a pentagon. It's got these 5 sides, and that's its main identifying feature. This is piece number 1, and there it is with its 5 sides. There are other pentagons. Here's another pentagon piece. There's a little corner over there making it like a pentagon. There's another pentagon on here somewhere. I thought there was another pentagon on here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. This one technically has the 5 sides. There's a little piece over there. But, it's not that little tiny piece. This one, still kind of clearly identifiable as a pentagon with the 5 sides. And I'm going to call that piece number 1. And if I were you, I would go at this point and, pause this and go grab a stack of Post-it notes if you have them handy. And get ready to put little Post-it tabs on these first 6 pieces, at least till you get the hang of it. It'll make it easier to find those pieces in the future as you're going through the solve. But this is piece number 1. So next, let's look at piece number 2. Piece number 2 is going to be right here. There are 2 pieces that are like this, that have 3 triangles, each pointing toward this apex point on them. Here's one, and here's the other. Piece number 2 is just the bigger of those 2 pieces. That's piece 2. On my version of the puzzle, it has that little T fissure on it as well. It's piece number 2. Next, I want you to find 3 triangle pieces that aren't just triangle pieces as I've defined them, but that have one shape on them. On the face of them is one triangle piece. Here's one. Here's another. This is not one. This kind of looks triangular, but it really has 5 sides on it, so it's not an actual triangle. Same thing here. This one describes a general sort of triangle nature, but it's really a quadrilateral. It's got 4 sides. Other piece I'm looking for is right here. So 3 triangular pieces there. Could probably get them in all in the camera view at once. Here, here, and here. Okay. It doesn't come through really clearly in the videos that I take of it, but when you hold it in your hand, you'll be able to spot instantaneously that one of these is just clearly smaller than the others. In this case, that's this one. We're going to call that piece 4. Piece 4 is, it can be a tricky one to get into place right, but that's going to be our piece 4. Wait a minute, we skipped piece 3. Well, I've got these other 2 bigger triangles, and one of them is piece 3. I got this one over here, and I got this one here. This one is piece 3. These triangles look very similar. How do you tell the difference between piece 3 and the one that isn't piece 3? Triangle, triangle. This one that is not piece 3 has this little clipped corner over here on one corner of the triangle where it doesn't make it all the way around the triangle. So if I see that going on, this isn't piece 3. This is piece 3. So again, if you're sitting there and you got Post-its out, you got piece 3, you got piece 2, you got piece 4, and our hexagon back here is piece 1. All right, 2 other pieces we want to identify. I got this piece, which is the biggest piece in the puzzle. If you've got my version of it with this writing on it that says Mefferts, ooh, super easy. That's going to be piece 5. If you don't have the writing on yours, if it doesn't have Mefferts on it, I've seen pictures on the internet of a little bit different design. You can also tell this by, like I said, I think it's the largest piece on this puzzle. It is the only piece with really 2 big polygons on it. I got this big trapezoid over here, and I got another pretty big trapezoid right here. I mean, I could look over some other pieces. Piece 1 has a big trapezoid, but this other shape is smaller. There's another one. Here's another piece with a big trapezoid and another pretty big trapezoid, but not as big as this one. So this one with the writing on it, or with the 2 big trapezoids on it, this is piece number 5. All right, last piece we got to show you. Piece number 6. You're looking for a rhombus kind of shape. This is really a hexagon. It's got this kind of rhomboid look, but look for something like this. This is actually not piece 6, but it's pretty similar to piece 6. It's got this rhombus look over here, and it's got these 2 triangles up here. These 2 triangles that join together and kind of give it this, sort of airplane, kind of like a stealth plane look. But this one, the triangles are kind of lopsided. It doesn't really look symmetrical like a plane would. I'm going to find one that maybe has a little bit more of a stealth fighter look to it, and that's our piece 6. Where are you? Where are you, piece 6? There you are. So there's piece 6. It's got this rhombus look, got these 2 triangles, this kind of wing look to it. Another distinguishing feature between piece 6 and the similar one that isn't piece 6 is I've got this other super small corner of a triangle here. So if I'm looking at it from the plane perspective, it's going to be over here on the right. That other piece that we were looking at that's similar but that isn't piece 6, it also had that dot, but it was over on the left. Let's find it again. There it is. So I got this piece, this rhomboid looking thing, and the dot is over here on the left rather than on the right. So that's how you can identify piece 6. All right, so knowing the players and the scoreboard is done, and so the next video we will get into actual solutions. Any questions, comments on anything you have down here, it's in the comment box. Leave it there and I'll try and get to it. Again, feel free to like and subscribe if this is working for you, and I totally respect it if you want to withhold your like and subscribe to see if I deliver on the promise of solving this beast. See you in part 3.